So you've decided to launch a new business. Now what? Let's talk about some of the resources you can leverage to support your entrepreneurial journey. The state of Maryland is particularly abundant in small business and startup resources, such as incubators, accelerators, co-working space, makerspace, and state-funded organizations. This module will introduce some of the organizations and service providers you might encounter and the types of support they offer.
While some business owners have no trouble setting up shop in a home office or a coffee shop, others may need dedicated office or meeting space. Organizations such as TechFire and the ground floor in Harford County provide options such as desk space, conference rooms, private offices, and amenities for a range of users such as freelancers, entrepreneurs, and small business owners. These co-working spaces are attractive for a number of reasons. Space is sometimes offered on an as-needed or drop-in basis, which helps keep costs low. Many incubators offer different levels of co-working and office space. Amenities can range from standard Wi-Fi and printers to more upscale offerings such as gyms, snack bars, and video game arcades. With so many options, business owners can easily find a space that matches their personal work style, location needs, and business culture.
Sometimes you need someone who's been there before to help you navigate some of the stickier situations you may find yourself in as a budding entrepreneur. A trusted mentor can guide you through the difficult aspects of startup formation, such as hiring staff, discovering and tapping into your customer and market segments, deciding when and how to seek outside funding, and, not least of all, connecting you to the robust networks they have cultivated over their career. Most business incubators and accelerators will provide mentoring and advising as part of their services. Some organizations in the area around the Army Research Lab which provide mentoring, advisory services, and open office hours include TechFire and MTech out of the University of Maryland.
But what are incubators? Business incubators can be a powerful tool in taking your venture to the next level and achieving your business goals. Business incubators can provide space and support to young and startup companies by offering a suite of services that typically include office, co-working, and specialty space such as wet labs, shared equipment rooms, and conference rooms, tailored mentoring, connections to potential partners and customers, networking opportunities, and business support services. Many nonprofit incubators charge a modest fee for these services, while for-profit incubators often take equity. Incubators differ in their specific programmatic offerings and focus, though many involve a formal application and admission process. Small businesses that are admitted meet their mentor, typically a serial entrepreneur who has successfully cashed out of businesses they've started. These experts are called Entrepreneurs in Residence, or EIRs. Incubation begins with a kickoff meeting with the business owner, the EIR, and the incubator manager. This team will work together to set specific milestones and goals for your business to meet during your time in incubation. Upon successful completion of pre-agreed-to milestones, companies graduate from the incubator. These alumni companies are welcome to return for short bursts of mentoring or help in making connections. Some alumni choose to return as advisors as a way of giving back. This process varies depending on a given incubator's mission, focus, and management approach.
A key advantage of incubator membership is access to the incubator's network, both of members and of service providers. Incubators thrive by assembling the best and brightest in their areas of expertise to work with companies in incubation. These experts may be other member companies or service providers, such as accountants, lawyers, and marketing and human resource professionals. Combined with expert support from the EIRs, these robust networks can provide entrepreneurs with the competitive advantage they need to start, grow, and sustain their new business venture.
Some entrepreneurs choose to take their venture through an accelerator. Accelerators require a formal application process too, with top accelerators accepting only about 1 to 3% of applicants in a given cohort. While many of the services offered, such as mentoring and business support, are similar to incubators, accelerators often have different goals and visions. Accelerators offer more intensive programs with shorter timelines. Some focus on achieving product development and accessing outside investment more quickly, others on rapid development of business infrastructure and target market assessment. Accelerators will often make an equity investment up front instead of the fee-for-service model used by nonprofit incubators. That means they invest in your business in exchange for equity. The end goal of many accelerator programs is either a buyout of the venture or a large sustaining investment from venture capitalists or angel investors.
Finally, let's talk about funding your new business venture. There are a few avenues you might consider when looking for funding support past the initial friends and family stage, such as government loans and grants, angel or private investment, and venture capital. Angel investors are often cashed-out entrepreneurs who invest in early or seed-stage companies. While these investments may be modest, they often also bring mentorship or advisement from the investor. Venture capitalists typically enter the scene later in the business development process, once the companies are revenue positive. Often, infusion of venture capital will follow angel investments and frequently include a more direct management role. These investments are also typically much larger. Both types of investors require equity in exchange for their investment.
For those new entrepreneurs who aren't ready to part with their equity just yet, there are other options. Small businesses can benefit from partnering with the government at all levels. At the federal level, there are set-aside programs like SBIR, STTR awards, which support product development and commercialization through competitively awarded funds. Different government agencies can also execute procurement contracts and other R&D contracts, like CRADAs, with small businesses and startups. At the state and local level, there may be similar procurement opportunities available. States or localities may also offer different grant programs or funds to support innovation and small businesses in their areas. In Maryland, small businesses can apply for the Maryland Industrial Partnerships Program, which supports product development and commercialization of IP developed through collaborations with universities in the state. Maryland also provides funding through the Maryland Technology Development Corporation, TEDCO, which also offers expert business advising to potential fundees. Governmental funding can be very attractive because it requires no equity to secure funds.
Thanks for joining us to learn about resources dedicated to growing businesses. Please contact us at Energetics Technology Center through our Small Business Incubator program, TechFire, for more information.
This video is made possible by funding from the Army Research Lab.